fans, here we go. SparStar Promotions is proud to present the re-rounds of mixed martial arts in the lightweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by Mexi Goods, Fit Junksy, and Raza Golf. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Big Mark Reyes. And now, introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing black trunks to rimmed in red. He is training out of Mafra BJJ in Hesperia by way of Long Beach, California. He weighed in 154 pounds. His record, 1 win, 3 losses. With that win coming by way of stoppage, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Demel Varick. His opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing black trunks. He is training out of SoCal Fight Factory by way of Panorama City. He weighed in 156 pounds. His record, 2 wins with 2 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Jaleiren Valley Negrete. All right, fans, here we go. The re-rounds of mixed martial arts in the lightweight division.
Jaleiren fighting out of SoCal Fight Factory. This one, I'm a little offended, I have to say, by Jaleiren jumping rope before the match starts and doing it in a way that is like advanced. Yeah. It was advanced ghost jump roping. Yeah. Very nice. Oh, look at that, throwing these hands and looking at level change off of it. And this is what he does. Wow. Nice on his high crotch, it looked like, trying to turn it into a double. Demel here underhooking pretty well and able to keep that distance. Oh, but throws the hands up, level changes, and right back to it. Jaleiren just doesn't stop. We've seen some of his matches in the past, and even through being hit pretty hard and where you're thinking maybe the fight's over, he will power through that and find something that can get him back in the fight. He is very scrappy.
Well, right now, looking to lock these arms and secure this takedown, tried for a trip. You saw it a little bit earlier on the feet with just the difference in range and size between the two. You know, just a little bit to get on the inside. It takes that little bit of effort, but pulling him back against the cage, not a terrible idea with somebody who looks like the posture really isn't getting pulled too far down to the ground. Yeah, with this one too, we were just working a similar thing this morning in class. Pulling that leg away from the cage, fantastic. But because Demel's fighting this pretty well. Yeah, trying to step around the outside, that is great. Foot stomps. That's you got to take it back to early 2000s MMA. That works. 90s MMA. But he's trying to lift right off of this head inside single. That can be a little difficult. Love to see him like run the pipe and then try to lift. Try DC. For the trip.
Steps around the back though. Puts him down.
Nicely done. But guess
Demel,
who's back? Right back up. Demel is.
Now he's still got the. Is that a single leg still? I believe he's not locked around the other leg, is he?
Yeah, I think it is a single.
Okay.
Our apologies for everybody here. We're just trying to see the same angle. Yes.
Yep.
For right now, we're going to continue calling it a single until otherwise told. Yep, I can see it now. So with that in mind, John.
The head outside this time, so it's a high crotch. And the lift is a little easier with this one, The
problem is a high crotch is just a normal standing position for Demel, though.
Yes. It's just where he likes to be.
It's just him saying, like, you lifted me up to my full posture.
Yep. I like Demel trying to not take the bait and go for that guillotine.
Yep.
Oh,
and
yes.
Patience
stumbles him down. He is so good about getting back to his feet, though. Having said that, even though there hasn't been a ton of damage in this one so far, unless there is more damage in the next 30 seconds before this round ends, Jaleiren's doing all of the positional control. So Demel's doing a great job of defending, but you can't defend the entire time. And there we go, another feint up top, and then looking to level change and close that distance. Now some knees, though. Oh, beautiful takedown.
It's unfortunate, though. He gets the takedown. There's only 10 seconds left, so you really have to just fast forward anything you had in mind for these strikes and trying to leave a good impression here. Hard to say he didn't win that round because he ended up getting the takedown, neutralized just about everything from Demel, but now the referee just having some words just to probably say, like, hey, man, let's make sure we are still within this, or?
I think he was talking to him about something. Maybe he threw something that was like a questionable strike, that like an up kick when Jaleiren was down or something like that. Yeah,
that was
maybe.
The hard part is I was trying to run through my head and think, what did he do?
Yeah.
That would have been so awkward throughout that, but it had to have been within the last 20 seconds.
Something in there.
Otherwise, him being like, I don't like that you can stand that long, sir. Most people get taken down. That's rude.
That's true. That is true, though.
The posture was something very impressive there from Demel. And, I mean, listen, Jaleiren is a person who, when he has something in mind, is giving every part of his body to make that happen. And I'm intrigued to see if he is able to secure a better takedown here. Because you get the sense that's where he wants to go. With that difference in wingspan, with that difference in reach, why do you want to keep a fight standing? For somebody who looks like Demel has good strength to his shots, why not neutralize that and try to get a takedown here? So we'll see if that is indeed the case.
Yeah. See, trying to touch hands, but also not get knocked out, too. So.
Well, you're always afraid somebody's trying to gauge the range when they do that hand clasp.
Nice.
This is a reversal of fortune.
Yeah, no Sotogari there. It looked like he had double overs. That was something you don't see a ton in MMA. It was great. And Jaleiren looking to come up on the single leg, does at least get back to his feet and just stays head low. Not worried about knees or anything, just drops right in for the single leg again. Head inside this time.
This time he said, thanks for keeping my head pressure low. I didn't have to change levels. I'm just going to continue from working here.
And I like Demel here. He's getting this, he's switching from this like head and arm wrap to an underhook with his right arm under that far arm of Jaleiren's. And this way he can kind of like choose to how he's going to defend this depending on the way that Jaleiren starts to, make inroads into where he's going to take him down. But that was a great way to change that angle and lock the hands and put Demel down.
But can we just be honest about this, John? This is exhausting.
Exhausting.
That was 5 minutes of holding that same position. I don't care if you get a break in between. Holding that position sucks on your lower back, sucks the energy out of you, and most people can't do that. So for both of these gentlemen, not getting the takedown and at the same point stuffing the takedown and prolonging it, that's a very, very tiring position for both of these gentlemen. That's why right now, when you see them finally get down and now inside of guard, Jaleiren's just probably justifiably a little tired from that and trying to pick his shots a little bit better.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, but I also, like, his game to me doesn't make the most sense. Like, unless he's just ungodly strong with tons of cardio. Oh, they're starting to tee off. Because when he shoots in, his head's facing straight down to the floor and his spine's a little curved, which is not good. Oh, good reversal here. I don't think he used the butterfly hook either to finish it.
Might be in on a choke here.
Yep, but Jaleiren is very difficult to submit, and chucks him over to the side and now ends up back on top.
Well, the unfortunate part about that is if somebody is about to take your back, you have to start unloading those punches from there. Like, you can't stay in that position if they had a look at your back that looked like it was an offensive move, because even though these things take a lot of energy out of you, John, sometimes if you're not doing anything with those positions in wrestling, they will start looking at stuff like this, these knees that are unanswered, and they'll say, well, perhaps Varick was a little bit more aggressive in this round.
Yeah, an overhook and then just controlling that wrist on the inside was Demel there, but Jaleiren just relentlessly changing levels, shooting in. He doesn't seem to be very concerned that Demel, who has thrown knees in the clinch, is going to throw a knee on his, try to time him coming in and hit him in the face, which is a huge issue if you're just going, like, looking down at the floor and rushing in with that level change. But so far hasn't been caught, and right onto the single usually gets him down. So
and let's clear this up. Right there, we saw Jaleiren was human. We saw him sucking up a little bit of wind, which is entirely justifiable. It is, as I mentioned, it's exhausting, and you were asking how is he able to do it. This is a man who's lost a lot of weight in his time. When you do that, sometimes those people do have cardio for days because of what they have to do. Like the output that you have to do to get back to losing that weight and cardio means sometimes you have an endurance that most other people have lost or don't keep up. but his endurance very much in check in those first 2 rounds. We'll see how it holds up here in this third, but if you've ever watched him fight, you know he's up for the occasion. Having said that, Varick was starting to show us some sweeps. He got a takedown of his own at the very top of that round. So now we answer the question for him, what do you look like under duress? And Demel, I think there may be some statements yet to be made for him in this fight, John.
Yeah, I mean, he is looking better and better as the fight wears on. I'm kind of surprised that he's finding some of this grappling success later on, because it seems like he's nice. Good punches there. Jaleiren getting the better out of those. They're at least harder punches, and then drops right down immediately onto this double leg. I think he's got locked hands. He should be looking to pull the hips away from the cage and put Demel down. Yeah, he pulls him away, but Demel pulls him up to a body lock instead of locking around the hips, which is very smart. A little bit more difficult. You can absolutely take somebody down with a body lock. I would love to see Jaleiren here put that left knee all the way between the legs and then turn and pull towards the camera. That is like a nice ukigoshi there, and that can at least off balance your partner or maybe put him on his back. And it's it's a low risk, high reward move.
I'll be honest with you. I wonder if sometimes those thoughts cross your mind, because you see him trying new foot positions as he's kind of entering and moving out. Well, the referee's going to break that up. But part of me was thinking, like,
connects with that right.
Wow.
And Demel's got a chin on him.
Wow. That was so well timed. Props to Jaleiren for that. But we were talking about this, like, your foot position, like, he's thinking it.
Yep.
He's maybe bringing it on the inside and out. It's just, I wonder if he thinks if he commits to it, he loses that position. Like, if he commits too hard, it makes him more susceptible, where at least here it looks like he's leading the dance.
Yeah, but if Demel's rearing back and starting to tee off on him, though, then it's not like it's negating some of the strikes, which I thought maybe is what he was going for. Yeah, just immediately. It's like you know what he's going to do. But people don't seem to see. There's a punch to the head. That's if there was more of that from Demel, I think it might be a little bit of a different fight, maybe. But it's really hard to stop this, though.
Let's talk about what I love. For wrestling, I love that lowered head position. He goes in like a darted missile. He's looking for those single legs. What I don't love is that lowered head for striking, because a lot of the times it's so down, he's just committed to taking whatever punishment he's going to get. And if Varick timed those out a little bit better, that could be nights out for him. But now looking to maybe thinking about,
he switches that underhook, though. Yeah. But this is good. He's got over-unders here, and he's able to pull the hands up from below the hips and up to the waist. So it's just takes it from like a lock double to a body lock, which is a little easier to defend. So that's been working out for him. They're trying to time, but you know what he's going to do. He's going to throw a punch as he's changing levels, and he's going to shoot in.
That was a better strategy. These kick to the legs.
Yeah.
Man.
Beautiful. That overhand right, and then an overhand lower. It looked like a left hook, maybe.
Listen,
overhand
Jaleiren,
left.
I know you're going to hear.
Oh, and they're throwing after. Yes.
We're good, boys. And referee telling him right now, nope, not on my watch. I have to tell you this, though, John.
Okay, at least they're fine. No bad blood. That's good.
Hey, listen, I think both of them were a little tired. But I think we're going to look at some of their best work here in a second.
There he gets tagged, dropping that for the big overhand right, but hits with a left hook, gets hit too, still drops to the level and shoots in and gets around the leg. Very impressive. There's that he just lowers the level and throws that right hook.
Every time, John. Well, I'm going to go
stepping in.
Interview in the cage, but I mean, hey, listen, if you can put your head down and hit those, God bless.
They hit them a lot, too, and they are strong. Very cool to see. I'm sure Raf will get some info out of whichever one they deem is the winner for this fight in just a moment. Jaleiren playing the crowd. He really puts a pace on out there, and you can see, even though he's doing hard work the entire time, still able to recover pretty quickly, do some crowd work, and hopefully get the W at the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our scorecards. We have our decision. All 3 judges' gauge sides scored about 29-28 in favor of our winner by unanimous decision, The red corner, Jaleiren Negrete.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner. Jaleiren, what was the exchange over here? There was a lot of smiles between you and an opponent right here, right now, despite some intense action throughout that fight.
I just told him he was a dog. He was a dog. I was really watching all his videos, everything. Really watching him. And for him to come out and do what he did today, it was very impressive. I thought the fight was going to go a little bit different.
Absolutely. I mean, you were looking for those singles, those doubles. You were looking everywhere against that cage. But you know, it was really impressive seeing some of those overhands. You were connecting on him, and that man was not going down. So much credit to him and his team. A very durable fighter. But did you have a favorite moment from that fight?
I think it was when, maybe it might have been, I don't know if it was second or third round, but when I caught him with one of those overhand rights, it felt chef's kiss. I felt it all in his face. And it was amazing. I just want to also give a quick shout out to my coaches. Renee, that's the head man right there. My dog, my brother, my teammate, Coach Saad. I walked into this man's gym, 340 pounds. And now we're making our way to 155, and we're trying to go down lower. So I appreciate every one of you guys and my teammates. And it's all continue to enjoy a great show.
It's a credit to your work as well, sir, and a credit to your work here tonight. You put in some great effort. We very much appreciate that one. Congratulations to you and your team. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, give it up to your winner, Jaleiren Negrete.